All right, let's open up some more French AoA decks. See what we get. Put my trash bin closer. All right. New Morales, Cheshire de Devilworth. Cool. All right, so this is Untamed Shadows Mars. We're looking for an ideal Mars, or an ideal Untamed here would be oriented towards Bursts of Amber, maybe with a key cheat. Ideal Shadows would just have a lot of things like Ronnie, Nerve Blast, do a lot of stealing. Um, and an ideal Mars would have Jekta. Would love to get a Martian Gen deck of any kind here. Definitely that. Martian Gen Hypnotic Command is pretty good too. All right. Roxador. Don't love it. Only does 2 in fighting stuns. Lupo's fun. Jaga. We've got a Mimicry. That's a great card. Just fix the focus here. There. Forgive the shake. Life Web. Grasping Vines. Persistence Hunting. We got a Key Charge. 2 Glimmers. A Dusk Witch. A Darna. Okay. So Um, really similar to some of the other ones we've opened. And obviously they're dealing with the same common set, but seems pretty similar here. Glimmer for Mimicry is fantastic. It's fine. This is okay. And the big creatures mean Darna could actually be good. So, okay. All right. Give everything elusive. Dusk Runner, cool. Brand. Brand with Dusk Runner is nice because you can use it to steal, or they have to kill it and then you steal. So that's a nice combo. Yancy Gang, Whistling Darts, Throwing Stars, 2 copies of Miasma. That's nice. AMG. We're not getting like a TMTP or anything like that, but that's okay. Furtive Investment, Chronicle, Bad Penny. All right. These are fine. Quite a lot of amber, actually, right? Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So we got Sniffer and the Incubation Chamber. Destructive Analysis. Okay. Interesting. Combat Pheromones. We're not getting Martian Gen here. Amber Conduction Unit. Zizix. 2 of those. Think Drone. Booster Squad. Couple Mind Warpers. And Mars Needs Amber. Okay. These are fine. Mars Needs Amber is good with the Whistling Darts. Obviously on opposite turns, and I think with Destructive Analysis, that actually could be a good combo. Deal 2 damage to a creature. For each isn't. That's interesting. I'll look it up. You may purge any number of cards from your archive to deal an additional 2 damage to the same creature for each card that was purged this way. That's interesting. All right, well, seems okay. All right, more Mars, Dees, and more Shadows. Louis Le Cochon, Viking de la Demure. Or something like that. All right. Ooh, the stain. That's a fun card. Okay, that'll certainly up our Amber generation. Key of Darkness. Don't love it, but that's okay. Red Lock, Throwing Stars, Sucker Punch, Nerve Blast, 2 Nerve Blast. That's great. Life for a Life, Lamindra, Knuckles Bolton. Man, these creatures are horrible. These are all bad creatures. Gamgees, I don't love that either. Quick Slicks, Plague Master. Also not a great creature. Okay, Mothership Support. We do have a key abduction here, but we didn't get a Martian Gen. But it is interesting. That's 2 key cheats in a deck with the Sting. So there's actually potential here for that to be pretty good. If you can have the Sting out and just forge with cheats the whole time, like you can get a lot of Amber. All right, okay, Mars stuff. 2 Flotsams, Carpet Flotsams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 pips so far too. That's not bad. Wretchedal, Ancient Yerk, Tenicus, Library of the Damned, 2 Yerks, Unlocked Gateway, Tesmal, Exhume, Dust Imp, and 2 Pull the Weeks is there's our board control, and additionally really going to fly through the deck with an Ancient Yerk and 2 normal Yerks. So and let's see, how many pips do we get there? 1, 2, 3. So we're at like 14 pips plus the Sting, plus Dust Imp. We really could. This really could just forge with cheats the entire time. That's interesting. You definitely play the Sting in this one, I think. All right. This one has Logos, Sanctum, and Shadows. So hoping for speed and maybe some recursion in the Logos. Some Amber control and probably board control as well in Sanctum. And you can get Amber Burst in the Sanctum as well. Ooh, and we got a Legacy Nexus, it looks like. That's fun. So, Ring of Invisibility, that's a nice one. Nexus, Depno Spymaster, we've got too much to protect. That's great. Special Delivery, Dusk Runner, 2 Whistling Darts, 2 Sucker Punches, Ronnie. These are all fine. Lamindra. This is a pretty decent Shadows. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 pips in Shadows. And good, generally good cards. So there's nothing in here that I hate. The Lamindra is my least favorite card here, but that's fine. Yeah, all right. Harder They Fall, Sigil of Brotherhood, Ambassador of the Shadows, that's cool. Derek, Baron Mengevin, Take Hostages, Smite, Protect the Weak, Golden Aura, Blinding Light, Aubade, Abond. I mean, these are decent Sanctum cards too. So, like, yeah, they're good. Okay. I don't love them all, but by and large, I think they're pretty okay. Nothing combo here, really. I mean, there's just cards that are good together. This feels so far more like a Coda deck. Now, here's where we're going to get a little combo with ZYX. That's always, even though the cards don't have special rarity, if you get Project, you are definitely going to get at least a Director and a Researcher. But that's fun, and I love the ZYX stuff. So it's all good. Project ZYX, Fight Reap, you can play a card from your archives as if it were in your hand and in your active house. The drones, what kind of drones are they? They are fetch drones, that's right. So you can potentially capture 4 in a turn with this. That's pretty cool. Quantum Finger Trap, 2 Director of ZYXs. That's fantastic. These are great cards. I mean, at the start of your turn, archive the top card of your deck. If you're doing 2 cards off the top of your deck every turn, that's really good. ZYX Researcher, we got 2 of those. That's good. Get the right cards back. We're going to have a full archives. I mean, between the Sucker Punches and the ZYX stuff. Sutterkin is fine if you can keep it alive. We do have Protect the Weak. That's really the only way we can end up protecting it. Unless we have like a helper bot and can put Ring of Invisibility on it. Or put it next to Lemindra, I guess. Lab Work, Hex Beyond. We do have a helper bot and then a Binate Rupture. It is possible that you could do a Binate Rupture helper bot, too much to protect. That would be pretty cool. Although it won't take them to below 6. They'll still be a 6. How many pips here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 pips. We didn't count the Derek. We didn't count the Ronnie. We didn't count any steal from the TMTP. I mean, didn't count some other stuff too. So, and some recursion. This seems solid. I don't think there's nothing like that's like, okay, if you get this, then you win. But there's just a lot of good things that you want to be happening. The only artifact control we're going to have is Nexus. That's really not great artifact control, but as long as there's no Quixel out, I think we're probably okay. All right. This one is Mars Sanctum Shadows. Balthazar Copith du Marais Abil. Mars Sanctum Shadows. All right. Guard Disguise turned out to not be as good as I thought. I thought this would be a great card, but it's really difficult to get it to work well. So is what it is. Nightforge. Got a Brend, a Yanzi Yang, Ronnie, Miasma. You can kind of see where the problem is because Ronnie and Guard Disguise don't work well together, right? If your opponent's at 7, Ronnie's great, but then Guard Disguise is terrible. You would have to get them down 2 more after that. Brend and Guard Disguise can work well together, but if your opponent's at 4 and you kill the Ronnie and then pop the Guard Disguise, you're stealing 1, and it destroys itself. It's just a very slow card to steal 1. So yeah, there's some problems with it. Miasma, Life for a Life, Lemindra, Gamgee, Chronicles, 2 copies of that, and a Bad Penny. What's the story? The dog let herself in. And like Miasma, also kind of counter synergistic with Guard Disguise. So I just think Guard Disguise is a hard card to get to work well. You could compare it to Ghostly Hand, but Ghostly Hand at least has the 2 pips. All right. Spirit's Way, Sigil of Brotherhood, Rotheus, love that. Sir Merows, 2 copies, 3 copies of Sir Merows. Wow. Protect the Weak, Merrick. You probably want the Protect the Weak on the Merrick, right? Hallowed Shield, just one, I guess is fine. Chal, Blinding Light, Aubade. Okay, I mean, these are okay. These are okay cards. Yeah. All right, we got Shatterstorm, Exterminate. Combat Pheromones, Amber Conduction Unit, Dominator, Xanthix Harvester, Think Drone, Mother Gun, 2 Mars Needs Amber, a Mars First, and a Carpet Flotsam. Mars First on what? Maybe the Harvester if we get a chance. This is all okay. It's okay, but it's not great. All right. 2 more here. Brobnar, Logos, Mars. Interesting. We get that Martian Den, we could have a very fast deck with the Logos in that. We'll have to see. Probably getting board control, maybe some Amber Generation in Brobnar, maybe some Amber Control. All right, well, we got Quick Slicks, Killzord, Zookeeper, two Zookeepers, okay. Great English name for this. Mothership Support. Zizix, 2 Think Drones, Booster Squad, Mother Gun, Mars Needs Amber. Okay, oof. Master the Theory, Sloppy Lab Work. Okay. Memchip is a good card. Director ZYX, Bouncing Death Work. 3 Sutterkins. Wow. Poke, Library Babble, 2 Archimedes. Okay. The Flex, Flamethrower, Blood of Titans. Interesting with the Flex, but it's going to go off. 2 copies pound. 2 Groggans, 3 Groggans. First Blood, 2 Calfines. Coward's End. So I guess you hope to get Groggans with Blood of Titans and flex it. But really, yeah, these are fine. This could do okay. In like Field, perhaps, but nothing crazy going on. All right. Dis Logos Untamed, Q Scott, Brigand de la Lune du Fiel. Dis Logos Untamed. I don't see any Mavericks or Legacy. It does look like maybe there's a lag stuff in here, which is good. Soldiers to Flowers, that's great. Choda. So we get a bunch of untamed creatures. Excuse me. Soldiers to Flowers followed by Choda could be a way to end the game. They're everywhere. 2 regrowths, 3 regrowths. Wow. Marmo Swarm, Nox, Key Charge, Grove Keeper, Darna, 2 Darnas. Okay, so it's definitely a chance here that we could like get a bunch of amber off the Soldiers to Flowers. I guess 4-5 into Choda. Or if the Choda's dead and you have Key Charge in hand, you could even get 6-7 with the pip off of this and then Key Charge right away. So that could be good. Probably want to archive it. That's 2 key cheats, and then that's a third, the Redacted. So we have Project ZYX. We've got Redacted. sloppy lab work, two rocket boots. Wow, that'd be amazing to put a rocket boots on the project. A director ZYX, a ZYX researcher, two standardized testings, two lab works, and a cutthroat research. Two lab works and a sloppy lab work. I mean, this deck is gonna blast through pretty quick, I think. Um, hmm, that's good speed. Creeping Oblivion, Anguish, two Schulers, not finished with you, Gub, two Gubs, Charette, Binding Irons, and two Vanishes. Um, hmm, okay. Feels like a lot of amber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 printed amber. Plus we got the burst from the soldiers to flowers. We got the Schulers, maybe the Darna. Might get a free key out of the redacted if we get it early. Yeah, there's some cool stuff that could happen here. So that seems interesting. Um, not gonna probably run a table, but it seems interesting. And 3 heat sheets, not bad, and actually decent ones. So especially if you get the redacted early and go into logos a lot because you're archiving and stuff, then that would be really good. All right, well that was those 6 decks. Hope you enjoyed, and that you'll get out and forge some keys.